here we are. Here we are. All right, here we are. Here we are. We have traveled over to Brisbane. This is Brisbane, California, not the Brisbane, Australia. This is just south of city of San Francisco. And we're here to work on this pretty bitchin' Olson 40 of my buddy Ian. And it's a cool Olson 40. And the fact that it's got this sweet sprit up here. Look, it retracts, it's got a little track there. And then it's also got like the little add-on like cabin sort of thing. So yeah, it's a really cool boat, and I've done all the rod rigging on this a few years ago, put new chain plates and tie rods in, new lifelines, a lot of new running rigging, so all new halyards and everything. And today, I'll take you over and we're going to go up the mast again, all the way up there, and we're gonna put in a couple, let's see here, a couple exit plates in the mast right there, and we're gonna run another Spinnaker Halyard. So it just has one masthead Spinnaker Halyard, and then the other one's external. So now we're gonna make another internal halyard, Spinnaker Halyard up there. So we got to put, there's already a block up there, but we're gonna put an exit plate somewhere around here, and then we're gonna put another one around here. So yeah, here we go. All right, so whenever I'm working on masts and boats, I try to avoid drilling too many holes. So just taking a look at what we got here. So whenever you're putting like exit plates in the mast, you don't ever want to put them, at the same level on either side of the mast. So you always want to just check to see what's on the other side, because you don't want to cause a weak spot. But what I did notice is that there's a block, a sheave, it's hard telling. It's right there in the mast already, and it's not being used. That was from an old internal pole setup, and so it's not being used. So I think I actually can remove that and put this guy there, so save me some cutting and stuff there. And then I just have to put one in up top. Oh yeah, and this is just the actual halyard that we're putting in. You guys don't need to see me splice another chafe tip on a piece of New England ropes and Durabraid Euro. But yeah, Dyneema chafe tip. I got a Tylaska T5. Yeah, T5. Got T5 on the end there. And yeah, beautiful halyard. And we're gonna go throw that in this mast. All right, so before we go up, I'm just gonna show you our severely loaded up bosun's chair. So got the drill, because we gotta drill holes, screwdriver, whatever, and tough gel and other stuff in there, tape to mark out where I'm cutting for the holes, and then I've got my tagline, and then at the end of the tagline there is my chain. And the beauty about this chain is so it'll droop nicely like that, go over sheaves and stuff like that, but if you push on it, it actually makes it nice so you can get over the top of sheaves, and then it's kind of like one of those toys, one of those wooden toys. But yeah, so that works really well. And then we got jigsaw. You'll see that here in a minute. I got the jigsaw. I got all the rivets. We got the rivet gun, Big Daddy rivet gun. We got the halyard hanging there. I don't know. There's a few other things that are in here you'll see. So here we go. All right, up we go. Well, let's try this. We got options. I think if we can get this guy out of here, that's where we're gonna go, because we want to have the halyard on the starboard side here. And back down we go. For some vice grips and a rat tail file. Put myself off. There we have a stubborn. Alright, it was all nice and mellow and not windy, and now it's windy. This is one of the reasons why I don't come to this marina, because it gets really, really windy. So we're just rifting this now. All right, so we're just dry fit this right now, and now we're going to take it out because it's going to be a lot easier to fish out our tagline and halyard with a bigger hole. So we can see all the way in there. So yeah, so we'll do that. We'll put it on once we get the halyard through. Just gonna take my file. That's pretty good. Okay. Now, up top we go. There's our block. Okay, hopefully that seagull doesn't get me. Does not seem to be like it that I'm up here. He's telling all his buddies that I'm here. Trying to get in a comfortable spot here. Now we got a crow. Every once in a while, I get birds that are interested in me up here. I did have, when I was at the boat yard at Berkeley, I had a bunch of crows swooping and trying to get me. But no, this guy clearly doesn't want me here. All right. Got our blue tape. Put it right here. So I'm taking into consideration where the rod is so I can get in here with my drill and with my jigsaw. And then also the other exit plate's up here. So we're gonna try and go like right here. So now we are going to everything's happy. So I'm going to use this drill bit because it's like the width of our bandsaw, of our jigsaw. So I just kind of make a mark there. Make a mark there. Oh, and in case you haven't noticed, the San Francisco International Airport, the end of the runway is right behind me. Oh yeah, look, you can see there's San Francisco over there. Rodriguez World Headquarters is over there. Alameda Community Sailing Center is right over there. And now. Okay. That looks pretty good. Let's grab our exit plate. It's in here somewhere. Okay, put that guy in there. Just so nothing moves around. We'll do the opposite of it. Down for a second. I'm using the long rivet just so that it holds. It'll hold and it won't wiggle out easily. Okay. So you're probably wondering why some people are like, why is it going upside down? Well, Halyard's gonna go up around that block up there and then come back down and go in here and then come out down that bottom exit. Alright, so now we're gonna carefully take these guys out. Okay, put that in there. These guys away. Tape. Okay, now we are going to tough gel the heck out of this thing. Tough gel. It's like, I'm gonna start calling it rigger's sap. I call it rigger's sap because you can't get it off your hands. See that? Favorite rivet gun. You can pull the stainless steel rivets really nicely. And if you look closely at my rivets. Let's see if you can see that. But I use the ring shank rivets. They grip better in the rivet guns, especially for stainless. Okay, that is in. We're gonna go up the rig, put our tagline through that block up there, and feed it down this hole. Oh man. So right there, that's the San Francisco airport right there. So yeah, you can see plane taking off over there. It's one of the biggest airports in the world. Or not one of the biggest, but it's a big one. Yeah, beauty. All right, where did I put my tagline? This is an alternative big tagline. See that right down there? So this is just a game of luck here. Of it going down there nicely. So I've got all of the halyards in the mast are all nice and tight. So hopefully this doesn't get twisted around it. I'm just feeding down. The weight of the nuts helps carry it down. And then it should be all the way down there. And then some. So sometimes you get lucky and you get it in the first try. I don't know. We'll see. I feel lucky. But we'll see if it's there. Alright. Everything looks good. Happy up here. Probably don't need to bring the helicopter with me. Alright, so not so lucky. So my tagline's stuck in the mast somewhere. So we're gonna drop some gear and go back up. gotten tangled up. Now the bottom. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Alright, tough gelled it up just like before. Alright, that's good to go. Down we go. Alright, we're gonna finish just pulling this through. Yeah. Happy days, just tie that off temporarily so we can't lose it. And now we have to feed it through that way. But we gotta drop the main halyard first so we can use the main halyard to pull it through the cabin top. Alright. So now we got it all out of the mast. Check to make sure we're running good. Do we want to go inside of there? Let's see. Inside the mast step. Oh, actually, yeah, that's quite nice. Quite nice. Alright, we got our piece of tagline here. Let's see if we can make this work. So we got to get it through here and back to there. this guy out. Look at that, the cutaway on the side. Get our stopper knot in this thing. Bam. Let's get our main back up. All right. Look at that. Comes out there, goes down there. We're all set. Getting y'all sick. All right, stoked. All right, stoked. Look at that, you can see it? Oh, it's kind of hidden here. Right there. It's our new Spinnaker Halyard. All the way up there. So yeah, that was a fun one. Glad I could take you along on that journey. Of course, now that I'm back down here, the wind died off. It was blowing pretty good while I was up there, of course. But yeah, all part of the fun, but it turned out really awesome. Super stoked. Yeah, thanks for watching. And if there's any other projects you want to see me do, rigging projects you want to see me do, just hit something in the comments. But yeah, hit the like and subscribe, and yeah, Rogue Rigger out.